What I'm about to tell you is not rhetoric. This is a timeline of destruction, and the evidence is irrefutable. In 1960s, this is where the rupture begins. Before the Great Society programs, black marriage rates were among the highest in America, and black children were more likely to be raised in two-parent homes than white children. Poverty was falling, families were stabilizing, birth rates were strong. And then came the Democrats in the Democrat Revolution. Welfare laws that rewarded father absence, housing policies that penalized marriage, school policies that fractured discipline, urban policies that created concentrated poverty, crime policies that destabilized entire neighborhoods. Every economist from Moynihan forward documented the same pattern. When the father leaves, the entire social architectural system collapses. That collapse was engineered by the Democrats. By 1980, the percentage of black children born into unmarried homes nearly doubled. By 1990s, more black children were raised without fathers than with them. This wasn't a natural drift, folks. It was a mathematical output that's predictable by policy. And then came the expansion of abortion clinics in black zip codes. The community lost 20 million children. The population that should stand between 110 and 135 million today was cut down by Democrat policies to just 51 million. One political machine interrupted 3 generations of life and rewrote the demographic destiny of an entire people. And then everything accelerated again in the 2000s under Obama. Yeah, I said it, under President Obama. Identity politics replaced fatherhood. Victimhood replaced responsibility. Deviance was normalized and marketed as empowerment. The nuclear family? The only proven defense against generational poverty? It was mocked, dismantled, minimized, or legislatively undermined. During that same era, you saw surging fatherlessness, exploding dependency, skyrocketing abortion concentration in urban counties, criminal justice disparity widening, inner city violence reaching historical highs, marriage rates collapsing to the lowest level in Black American history, and for the first time, a celebration of lifestyles that cannot biologically reproduce. All while abortion numbers stayed the same, hundreds of thousands of black children are erased year after year. Had Democrat policies never interfered with the black family, had the father had not been financially penalized, had marriage not been politically discouraged, had abortion not targeted zip codes, our zip codes, had deviance not been marketed to our sons, our daughters, had welfare not replaced husbands, had dependency not replaced dignity, Black America would be at a juggernaut 110 to 135 million strong powerhouse today. But instead, the community was carved out by Democrats, disarmed by Democrats, divided by Democrats, depopulated by Democrats, not through conquest, but through Democrat policies. And yet, even after it all, Black Americans still rise, they still grow, they still build, and they still worship the Lord God Almighty, who refused to let us just die out. But the truth remains. If the policies of the 1960s had never been unleashed, if the Obama-era identity agenda debacle never had accelerated the destruction, if our children had just lived, breathed air, escaped the womb, if our fathers had been allowed to stay, Black America would have reshaped the entire destiny of the United States of America. These are facts, folks. Had 20 million black babies aborted since 1973 been allowed to breathe, they would have grown into adults. They would have had children and grandchildren. Our population today would not be 51 million. What you see now with the Democrats and the DNC mainstream media always showing black savages running around, stealing, beating, murdering, running over, loud, belligerent. All this, of course, is under Democrat policy. They want you to look like the buffoons. They want you to be the feral savages. They want it. They don't want a nation with black thriving people. So what do the Democrats do? They hire gatekeepers that look black to keep you from knowing the truth. There's nothing worse to me than a black Democrat politician. I'm sorry. Everything I stated to you is correct. It began in the 1960s and exploded under Obama. That shattered black American destiny. Before the Great Society is what they call it. It's not great for black families. But before then, black families were strong. It's true that in 1960s or prior, fathers were present, marriages were stable, poverty was falling, upward mobility was on the rise, inventions, entrepreneurial, scientific discoveries, all of these things were happening. You could just Google it yourself. Then came the Democrats. Penalized marriage, rewarded father absence, concentrated poverty, destabilized our schools, and drove the abortion industry directly and explicitly in black zip codes. The results were catastrophic. Instead, through abortion alone, America eliminated the equivalent of 3 entire generations, the equivalent of the entire population of Mexico City, the equivalent of every black person in America twice. Democrat policies replaced the father with a welfare state. Democrat policies replaced discipline with leniency. They replaced family with government. They replaced identity with deviance. They replaced hope with dependency, and they replaced reproduction with ideology that cannot, will not, and has never created life. And you vote for this? You vote Democrat? Knowing this information, you still vote Democrat? Because you hate Trump? You can't make this up, folks.